Well, how we doing? Who's ready for some fun in Detroit? Okay, Belle Isle. I know I'm somewhat ready, and I'm gonna need one hell of an ice pack after this, because the setup I got, it's made the track a little bit more bumpier than it should be, but such is the case for Belle Isle. We're probably going to qualify for a good pit stall selection. And the game plan is we're probably going to start from pit road. Because turn one, as a tradition, everybody and their mother wrecks on the start going into turn one. And then it'll somewhat continue around the track until probably half the field is gone. But other than that, I think we're in for one heck of a good show today. So, grab your favorite drink, favorite snack. What do you say? Let's go have some fun. I'm ready for Belle Isle. Question is, are you? It's the iRacing IndyCar Series Chevy Detroit Grand Prix from Belle Isle. 70 laps of absolute chaos, but it's gonna be fun regardless. So, with that being said, let's get on with the show. We got 58 registered. Of course. Hi. Radio check.
Hey, Justin.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, I was doing. Excuse me. Yeah, I was doing some laps around Belle Isle last night just to get a feel for the track for the broadcast, and yeah, being on a direct drive wheel, my arms after 20 laps were absolutely dead. But yeah, I like the track though. It's a fun track, but it's one of those tracks that, from my experience, that if you survive most of the time, pretty much most of the time you get rewarded with a good result.
Thank you. No problem.
Yeah, game plan for me is to qualify for a good pit stall selection, and I'm just going to start from pit road.
Yeah, that's what I always do. Anytime I do a race around here, I basically just start from the pit lane. I'm not really worried about getting a good qualifying position, because most of the time if you qualify well or in the mid pack, most of the time you get caught up in the shenanigans.
Yep.
Or basically, in other words, you get a bunch of heroes trying to do stupid stuff.
straight line, dude. Hey, did you tell where the brake pedal was there, Chief?
Brake pedal in Detroit? Never heard of it.
Watch the car.
I'm back. Have you done any IndyCar races this week, Justin?
No, I'm doing this one for today.
Okay. Yeah, I did the race around. I did a race earlier this afternoon. They actually in the Oval Fix Series at, I think is at Auto Club. That was a whole bunch of fun. I just wish I could do the strength of field races that run on a basically Tuesday for late Tuesday night in the UK, but the Monday night for the US, I think, or is it Tuesday? I can't remember.
Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday. Yeah, I was getting mixed up. Yeah, I just wish I could take part in some of them, but having to be up for work at 4 a.m. is not the best thing. So staying up late is not an option. But it's the way it goes.
How's it going?
There you go.
That lap was a really good lap, man. Good job.
I'm doing good. Got a pretty good showing of registration people today. It's 71. Pretty good.
Yeah, I was going to say, hopefully they get back up to the usual SOF like we've had in the past.
It's just over the summer
But obviously with the 500 taking place last week, and basically some other IndyCar races taking place over the weekends as well, especially this weekend, it might be a wee bit lower.
When is trying to look here. Qualifying today for Detroit.
Guys, open.
I think qualifying just finished. I think.
It's on right. Oh, it's already done. Okay.
Yeah, because I think obviously the Evans was racing at Detroit as well. So I think was it basically they had the qualifying scheduled to run earlier than expected. Or basically run a couple of hours before the IMSA race.
Hey, hello.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, Gary. Hey, Ryan.
Hello. Or how do you say it in Mexican or Spanish? Is it Buenas tardes or something like that?
Yeah, it would be buenas tardes.
Oh, I was right for once.
You're right.
Yeah, I used to learn Spanish at school, so but my knowledge of speaking the language is pretty limited.
So, Hurd is on the pole. Okay.
Yep.
Well, I'm not
I know
spoiling
it.
it for anybody.
Yeah, I won't spoil it, but I know that Dixon's got a penalty for a CGR making a unapproved engine change.
$79.
It's getting a little bit better.
Did they penalize power at all?
No.
No. Cool.
Yeah.
So wow. Okay, so it was a very eclectic Fast Six.
Yeah, I
Who
don't
was
know.
it?
Yeah. Colton Herta has the pole. David Malukas continues his hot run for Will Power's seat now, apparently.
Yeah.
And then Kirkwood, Lundgaard, Rahal, and Polo.
Yeah, I never expected to see Rahal up there. I was kind of surprised when I saw that.
He has 2 wins. He won both races of the doubleheader back in the DW12 car era. They're still in the DW12, but in the old looking DW12, not with the IR18 kit. He won both doubleheader races there one year, so he has 2 wins, but it's at the track that we're going to be watching the race from in a couple minutes.
Oh,
Belle Isle.
was that the season when he was in contention for the championship? Or one of those seasons?
Probably,
I would need to double check that. But I quite enjoyed watching the 500 last week. I mean, it wasn't the most exciting finish, but yeah, I think looking back, I think Ericsson kind of shot himself in the foot there when he was basically sticking behind traffic to save fuel. I think Paolo realised as soon as that was happening, basically, and he got a run. I think that was his opportunity, and he took it.
And he did kind of send it there right there at the last second, but he got him.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Though, it's basically if you're in contention with a win and then you get a run, I think you've got to go for it. But I did feel I was gutted for Ericsson though, because I think if it wasn't for that, I think he could have won that race.
Well, he would have had to take it away, or probably not take it away, but got a big penalty.
Yeah, but on the other hand, I was happy to see Polo get that kind of you could say get that monkey off his back.
Yeah.
Especially when I think was it last year or the year before? Yeah, I think it was last year when he's pretty much having a good run and got taken out by VK.
In the pits, yeah. Tony, how was your race experience? You have a good time coming all the way up here?
There's a turn there.
Yeah, man. It was awesome. It's always a good
Yeah,
time.
even the real road, you should be driving like the
It
grandma.
was very chilly, though. We were not expecting that.
I think that's
May is weird in Indiana. It can be scorching hot, and then obviously it can be kind of chilly. So yeah, it's really weird.
I think if I'm correct, I'm sure they mentioned it on the broadcast. That's the coldest that the track's been since 1992, I think.
Yeah,
The
one
guy
of the
who's
coldest
causing a
since
crash
then,
on
yeah.
lap 1, turn 1.
Yeah, it was
I don't think it ever got above
Alright,
70.
it's 1K.
The air temperature ever got above 70.
No. No. I was expecting it to warm up. And it never did.
That's a nice lap, man. That was a nice one.
Ended up having to buy a sweatshirt for my wife because she was freezing.
If it was a good quality sweatshirt, you guys are going to have it for a very, very long time. So, you know.
Yeah, it was good. It was the last one that, that they had at the
really?
Yeah, everybody was freezing, so they flew. But it was a lot of fun. It was great meeting you, man.
It was a good time.
Yeah, sure was.
I felt sad for Scotty McLaughlin though. That was just when he made that mistake, I was thinking to myself, yeah, I just felt.
I think everybody felt bad for him.
he was even gutted as well, and it's like the way I was thinking to myself, it happens to the best. So if that was me, I wouldn't stress about it. But I can understand why, because him and his team put in so much effort, and I think if it wasn't for that, I think he could have had a realistic shot. I think, but it's one of those things.
So, yeah.
It happens to the best of them.
He had a great car, so yeah, I'm sure that also adds to it. Of course, being super gutted after wrecking on the pace laps is like, no man, come on. But then having that car
Left
and
side.
knowing that you have a race-winning
Clear.
car, it's even more. Yeah,
I will
you know,
say, at least when Tom Sneva and Roberto Guerrero did it, it was on the backstretch, and you didn't have nearly the grandstand of people to see it.
Yeah.
All I have to say is, at least those two guys had a place to go hide really quick. He was out in the open in front of the world. Poor guy.
that was rough.
I think I would have just stayed in the cockpit, waited until the safety crew got there, and just said, "Put me in the truck and get me out of here."
As soon as I saw Dixon have his issues on the warm-up lap, I thought, yeah, it's not stressful being a Scott Dixon fan at all.
Did they ever say what happened to his brakes? They just overheated during the pace laps?
Yeah,
Or did he
like
have a
that.
brake problem? Even
Sure.
before the race started.
I mean, it was like once Scott crashed, McLaughlin, at the same time you turned, left to it, and it was like, oh, now Dixon is on fire. What the hell is going on?
Yeah, and then
So,
they were saying on TV that they hit each other, and I'm like, obviously they didn't, but yeah, it's just such coincidental for all that to be happening all at once.
It was a very odd start to the race, and then they go green and they wreck immediately. It was interesting to say the least.
I remember iRacing tweeted, "What split is this?"
Yeah, I remember seeing that. Oh, I watched it live when I saw that.
Same here.
That's when Will Stearns, when I started talking to Will Stearns, because he was like, "Man, this is just like an iRacing split." Like, you're totally right.
I was
Yeah,
like,
Justin,
am I watching bottom split?
Justin, are you in a split?
Yeah, I'm registered. We got 84.
Okay, there's no splits yet.
Yeah, the early stages of the 500 was crazy. It's like, what on earth is going on? It's like basically everyone
Fellas,
just
here we
kind of
come.
just
The road
lost their
people.
mind.
You are 10 away now.
I'm glad that last basically 90 laps or so all went caution-free for the most part, I think, didn't it? That last caution at like lap 113 or something like that, and after that it went caution-free, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good. That was good.
Out of
I was
combat.
gutted not to see. Go ahead.
No, I mean, I was just gonna say that it was good that it went green, but unfortunately, the lap car cycled in front of the leaders. That really kind of kept us from having a battle.
Well, let's talk about the lap cars. We could talk about that during the broadcast if you want to. I mean, they were trying to stay on the lead lap, and I tallied the difference between what each position paid in terms of what Devlin would have won, what Devlin won in 11th, and what Louis Foster won in 12th. If you add all the bonuses and everything that Devlin got because he led laps and everything, there was $26,000 in prize money difference between 11th spot and 12th spot. Now, granted, there's bonuses bonuses tapped on top of that for Devlin for leading a bunch of laps and everything, but still, there's a significant amount of money between those two positions. It's the Indy 500, and I know you have the leaders behind you, and I'm not necessarily holding the leaders up. I'm trying to stay in the lead lap, which I have every right to do, and we got splits, okay. And also, there's a ton of prize money, not just for me, but for my team and crew if I finish ahead of the car that I'm racing with right now. I don't blame them necessarily.
No. I mean, they are in their right of staying there and fighting for that. And maybe if a caution comes out, well, now you're back
Yeah,
in
get
it.
the lap back. Yeah.
So I mean, I don't fault them at all. It's just like maybe with 5 to go, it's like, man, it doesn't really matter. It's not going to change anything. But that's just me. And on the other hand, Palou was very happy to have them in front of him
Yeah.
because that
He's
meant
like,
that he was able to save fuel.
he's like, no
And
sweat,
go super
man.
fast. Yeah,
Send your
it was perfect
condolences
for him.
to Robin Lennox. He's carded
Oh,
for
did
winning
he,
my split.
Oh. I'm going to drag you down the waiting the interview, okay? Good luck in your race.
Yep. There's only a few guys in here that I recognize. Everybody else, I told myself I was going to qualify, but I just don't know. I think I might just start from pit lane. And with how fucking rough this place is. Yeah. I don't trust a number of these guys. There's a few I trust. Pritchard and Glenix, Wallot. Everybody else, though, yeah, no. Oh, look, a spam bot. Yeah, those lap times I would have been mid-pack, probably near the back anyway. And when we get rain for the next build, oh, baby. They're going to have guys going everywhere on the start. And I mean everywhere. Yeah, there's your 113s now.
Insane lap that time. Hold on, mate. Thank you. Good luck. Good luck out.
You had to.
At turn one, with all the cold tyres and stuff, it's naturally a bit slower than the rest of the race.
Right.
So, if you're in the pack, just take it easy.
I And we'll see y'all post-race. You had to jinx it with the good luck, man.
70 laps only. Looks like a short race there.
Yeah, pretty short. Whenever they went here in real life, didn't they do like 85 laps?
I don't know. I'm from Spain, so I can follow Indy.
Dang, you should, because someone from Spain is kicking ass in the sport right now.
Yeah, that's the same. I know him, but here in Spain it's really difficult to see the IndyCar because of the licenses, and Fox is not really accessible right here.
Just catch the highlights, man. They have the best highlights package around for racing.
Here in Europe they say like F1 is better, and F1 is the boring, the thing that is most boring on life.
Yeah, although I like all racing, you know, across the entire board, I do like IndyCar more than F1, just because it's, you know, equal cars and more entertaining. Although the diversity of the drivers is kind of not as much as F1 because most of them are American.
Before we go green, anybody know what split we are?
I'd guess 2 of 3. That'd be my guess too. Good luck, guys. Long race.
You too.
We are going. Be ready. Green flag, green flag. Alright, we got a case tire compound. Don't forget that. Not gonna have enough fuel. Left side. You are clear if you need it. In front of you now, keep your eyes
What are you
open.
doing, dude?
In front of you now, keep your eyes open.
I literally didn't touch her.
I have no idea how we got through that.
I think we're just like her, by the way.
In the middle, he's in the middle. Stopped almost. Slow car in front of you, see? Middle of the track. In front of you, in front of you, in front of you. Left side. He's moving, he's moving. Clear. Sit, my man, them boys come back to you. Set them up where you need to.
Why'd I do that?
Relative, man.
He's moving, he's moving.
Sorry about that, Ryan. Stepped out on me.
T1 is the fastest car on the track. 14.71.
Yeah, car 6, after the first corner here, I'll let you throw on the inside.
There you go, buddy. That was a good lap.
Go for
Right
it.
side. You're clear. Good lap. Good job. Be careful going through there.
Sorry.
What are you doing? Passing you?
Great lap. Fastest guys on the track are running 15.087.
Thank you.
Very nice, man. Lots of finesse out there. Right side, clear. That lap was a really good lap, man. Good job.
curb bad.
Fast guys are running 15.381.
Not the place you want to pass, dude.
Thank you, 24.
He's moving. Slow car off to the right. Stay on your toes. That was a good lap, man. That was a good one. That's what we're looking for.
Thank you.
Great lap. If you want to let him go, go ahead.
Appreciate it.
After pit exit, after pit exit.
On your right. Clear.
Gracias.
Pass me on right here.
Leaders are running 15.49.
Much appreciated.
Oh, hi, Rob. You want by or are you just cruising?
Watch that car down there. Stay right. It's a great last lap, man. Keep it up. On your right. Clear if you need it. Keep on digging, bud. We're going to be pitting in 5. We're going to pit in 5.
Go.
The leaders on pit road.
Catching this up, Cam.
Keep an eye on that pit road, my man. You know, might be coming soon. That's nice work, my man. It's one at a time. Fast guys running 16.802. There's a wreck behind you. Pit road speed. Here we come, fellas. 10 away. 5 away. That's your mark. Now, turn it, turn it. Right behind this side. Go, man, go, man, go. Pit road speed.
Cheers, thank you.
Okay, you're good, you're good. On your right.
What happened to you,
Still
Tom?
there? Clear. Right side. All clear, my man.
Going up here.
Why'd I go up the falls?
It's good smart racing, man. You got lots of room out the back. The gap's 2.9.
Exit at 2, exit at 2.
On your left, clear. On your right, clear. On your left. Clear. That was a good job.
Alex, let me know if you're affected by dirty air.
Got one to dirt coming back on. In front of you now. Keep your eyes open.
I trust you.
Track's this way, Jason, not that way.
Fast guy's running 15.499. On your right, and that lab car up there.
What the fuck
Look
are
forward,
you doing,
get
dude?
some more. All clear.
Did you see wing damage as you drove by? Sorry, bro. I was looking at the brake mark.
My bad.
You're good. The rear wing feels fine.
left side. Still on your left. Clear. Left side. Quarter, clear.
Where are you going?
We're halfway in the race. Fast guys running 15.4, 6, 6.
Thanks for staying safe there, guys. Thank you.
Car is a lap down ahead of us.
That was an awful place to do that.
primary sidewalls are just garbage.
T10 is the fastest car on the racetrack. 14.666. That was a nice lap, man. That was a nice one.
Guys to start falling out that are up ahead of me.
Thank you.
Meters are running 15.10, 8.
Thank you.
If you want to let him go, go ahead. Left side. Start spot net entrance. Clear. Leader pit road.
roadblock on your box.
Not a safe release, Lucas. Not a safe release.
On your right. Clear, clear, clear. Good job. Earl, get him the fuck out of the way. All right. Car behind you, just pitted.
Sorry.
Just an update, pass guys are running 17.054. Slow car off to the right. Stay on your toes. Go like hell for a couple, bud. Go like hell.
Take your time.
Couple up sitting in front of you.
He was damaged, I just passed him.
Good job, man. Focus on that next one.
I didn't get a
Doing
good
great
look,
job.
but he was parked off
The
the
next car
outside
behind you
in the
just hit it.
technical section, and he looked somewhat damaged.
Very slow on the left. Keep going. Spin on the left side. Keep your eyes open. Got one in the dirt coming back on. Good job, bud. You're catching them. The interval is 1.9. On your right, clear. All right, bud. Bring it around and pit. Pit this time. Here we come, guys. 10 away. 5 away. At your mark now. Turn in, buddy. Come on. You're gonna leave on me. Do not leave on the jack. Go in and go.
Okay, thanks for that, mate. You just completely ruined my race now.
You're welcome.
That car kind of staying in front and then you're gonna, like, just give away the position, man. You don't need to panic. Really, you need to? I mean, put your fair assumption is if you're not fighting for this and let the leader lap cars go.
Lap cars in front of you.
Workus, I'm thinking after turn 2, I'll let you go. Right side after 2.
On your right. Got 20 laps to go this time by. Clear.
Or just go there.
Stay sideboard. Thank you.
Do you leaders need to save fuel or splash and dash or anything like that? As now with fuel saving, I'm good all the way till the end. I had to manage fuel saving in my second thing because I pitted early to avoid traffic and kind of fucked up. Yeah, I thought you pit rather early.
I'm good to go.
Yeah, I thought I would have been good, but there was like 3 cars all within a second, and I was like, man, I don't want to go through that. But anyway, my practice fuel saving, I just had bad calculations. But I'm good now.
I'm good now too.
I just am employed the Scott Dixon fuel strat.
Which is?
Lift and coast.
Oh, you don't need to do that in these cars. Just switch your engine mode. It's so much better.
Fastest guys on the track are running 16.7.
5 is max fuel save. 1 is pretty much standard. Selector 1 in between.
Trust me, I know that, dude. But it actually worked out in the end because it actually saved me about a lap or more.
I mean, they're both effective methods. The thing is, with the fuel map, like, you can still put up your fast times on most tracks with like a 3 or a 4. Yeah, Alex, I was behind you the whole time on setting 4.
I ran off this one like setting 3.
Yeah, I was on 5 when you were behind me. I was really digging for the pit. I pitted with 0.1 laps left.
Same here.
I had like 0.4 or 0.5 laps left. I just couldn't go another lap. Actually, no, way more than that, because whenever I came out of the last corner, I had like a lap left of fuel, but I knew that I wouldn't be able to make it one more lap.
Yeah, I was like 6 laps to go where it was like another 0.2 laps to get the full lap, and I was like, fuck, I kind of need that.
I just realized that you hit a lap earlier than me on that first stint, so that makes sense.
Yeah, I kind of forgot the fuel testing I used was on map 4, so just everything was kind of screwed up. I pitted a little early to avoid traffic, and it kind of screwed everything up.
Yeah, thankfully the traffic this race has been quite polite, so I haven't had to worry too much.
There's been a few times where you've literally been saying thank you as the lap car is trying to race me. It's been pretty bothersome. It's only happened like 2 or 3 times, but it still amounted to like a handful of seconds.
Right side.
I was literally about
clear.
to make a comment on how terrible these prime tires are, and then it smacked the wall. 4 minutes are required.
F.
I thought when you said smack the wall, you just like tapped it, but no, you smacked the wall.
Yeah, this is one of the only tracks, like this and Long Beach, where you don't even want to touch the prime tire. You want to stay on as little as possible.
front of you, in front of you, in front of you.
Thank you, 24.
Go, brother.
Cars pitted behind us.
Wait, I just noticed 12 has yet to do both the tires. He's still running the same compound.
That's a DQ right there.
Automatic DQ.
Well, I mean, just hit it now, so...
Could be doing a quick splash and dash.
Well, yeah, I think he just came into the pit right now.
Leaders a run of 16.58.
Well, guess I'm not getting iRating anymore. I just lost this final spot for iRating. I remember the first 6-hour endurance race I did, me and my teammate finished with 0 and 1
Right
iRating.
side.
It was
Clear,
so
clear.
funny.
How? Was that gain or total?
Esplanade, James.
That was like, I gained 0 and he gained 1. We were like basically the same IR and finished right where we were supposed to in top split.
Left side. Clear.
Cheers, mate.
Well, what's the lead lap? 62.
10 to go, Templar.
Exit of 2, Nate.
On your right. Clear.
Whoa, turbulence. As well as going a little bit offline into the tire clag.
Thank you, Lucas.
Meters are running 15.81.
Aha! So they shut it off with intent to go. Oh wait, never mind. I just wasn't pushing it all the way. I'm an idiot. That's a big time facepalm moment. Lap is later on.
58.
5 to go this time. Good job, you're holding your own there.
Yeah, there's no way I'm going to be able to catch up to that and get that position then.
Two more.
So leaders on lap 69. Nice. Lap 69. Nice.
T15 is the fastest car on the racetrack. 14.581.
Lap 69. Nice. Golly, my eyes. That glare.
I believe you'd be coming to the white flag.
Good race, Cam. Congrats, man.
Thank you. Good race.
Can I get through? Can I get through? Can I get through? Can I get through?
Somebody of you guys are going to
Sorry, I
start
have to race you, Cam, like that.
Oh, no, you're all good. It was a white flag. I was contemplating about to say something, and then I realized, like, I mean, the guy behind isn't going to catch up. The gap's too big, and you are fighting for position, so I understand completely. I didn't really want to get in the way in the first place, but then you sort of fell into my hands, and so I was going to try and pass, but then you have the alternates on, so it makes sense that you get better runs out of corners.
Yeah, sorry about that, Justin. I was trying to do a fastest lap attempt.
Oh, you good? Yeah, good win, Cam.
Hi, man. Check your flag, man.
Hey, Justin.
Yeah,
Congrats
guys, I
on the win.
appreciate
Good
the
work,
hard work.
everybody.
I'm sorry the car
Good
wasn't
luck
any
on
better
all
than
your
that.
future
That was
races.
pretty sad. We'll keep working on it.
I appreciate it.
I am going to put at least 2 ice packs on my wrists because fuck, that hurt.
Yeah, my right wrist is killing me.
Yep.
Might have to lay an ice pack over top of the wheelbase. It feels a little warm.
Your right wrist is hurting. Both my wrists are hurting.
Yeah, I don't know why, but my left wrist just felt like staying strong in there.
At least 15 seconds. Terrible traffic.
I was about to say, you had a really good strategy. It's like, if I didn't catch on to that strategy, you would have definitely beat me, but thankfully, when I was contemplating what tires I was gonna put on in the last pit stop, and I realized, I was like, I only need one more pit stop, and so I just put on the primaries, and the gap was so big, I was able to save so much.
I'm just going to say this. Usually the primaries are actually good here, but this go around, God, they suck.
Watch your speed to keep busting people. Send away
I
now.
mean, I was rocking
You got your radio on there,
mid-16s
Freddie?
my entire prime stint right at the start of the race. But I thought that was probably enough. I know Cam was doing
Ron told
15s and
Freddie to
alternates,
take the
but
dump cans and
I was
ice
running
picks, but they're gonna
mid-16s
fill us
pretty
up
much my
down
whole
here.
stint on primary, so they weren't that bad.
Pitstall run.
But if you're in
Somebody
traffic,
in the
it
pits
just is
there.
worse.
Got the radio on, guys. Somebody in the pits. We got to be leading on.
Yeah, what I do when I get on the primes, I rotate the wing too quick
trying to let
a
me by, so I had wing damage
little bit and keep the lap times there. But as soon as you go back to the alternate, you have to dial them back to that, dial off that wing. Otherwise, you're just going to kind of have too much front wing, and it's going to slow you down in the straight.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, the instant rep as well that you get on fresh tires with a higher wing that can spin you out for sure. Like on that first lap, the tires feel so fragile on the first lap every time. But especially here.
The second stint,
Yeah, good race everybody.
Scared
For the ones that are clean.
and in the third, when I saw Kevin.
Yeah, that was
who
fun.
is
Be
completed
ready
his
for,
race is Justin Petschau. Justin, stand by. We'll get to your race here momentarily. But Logan Edwards, we were playing an entirely different game today, Logan. You were actually out there playing iRacing at Detroit, whereas up in the booth we're playing Who Wants to Finish on the Podium today. That seemed to be the game, and unlike yesterday where you try to get that podium there in the last lap,
we're gonna have
coming to the
too.
checkered flag and kind of just got a little hot under braking. Today, the podium kind of landed right in your lap, and you brought it home today. But, man, what a tough race.
We're going rain racing.
Yeah, this... Like, there's a race of attrition
Finally.
where all of the cream rises
I've been
to
waiting
the
for that
top.
for a long
The cream
time.
wasn't safe today. Truly.
You're not the only one. Anyways.
Sour cream a little bit. Talk about your race, though. I mean, you just kind of kept it out of trouble. You really didn't use push to pass that much. I mean, you were you out there really just playing it safe more than anything?
Yeah, I ended up just completely alone about, like, the end of my first stint. Put on some music and just drove around a little bit. And it was, the scariest part was the last 10 laps, and I was in third. I was like, oh, God, there's so many things that could go wrong here. Just get to the booth.
Well, and that's when you focused in, and but I mean, there seemed to be something happening around you at all times, especially early in the race. I mean, but after 70 laps, I mean, it's a long time here. How do you feel after 70 laps, and are you glad this thing is over?
Usually after an IS race, I'm pretty beat, but I will say the podium kind of reinvigorated me.
Well, any shout-outs, friends, family, sponsors, anyone want to say hi to before we let you go for the big Drive to Survive here today?
PM Broadcasting, as always. Myself, I feel like I've really improved. I'm
Nice.
I rep
21.95.
Mansky Racing, but as far
25
as
by rating
right
gain.
now, I'm completely independent. I make my own setups. I run alone
85
as a one-car
points.
team, and this is
A
just a
120
perfect example
flat
of how
average.
far I've gone over the last year. Last year I made it to a turn 7 and this race and rage quit, so I'm
split 2 or 3.
I would say this is a big improvement over last year then.
Yeah, and I'm 4K open wheel for the first time, iRating.
Hey,
Oh, well, congratulations. All right.
Congrats, man.
So,
That is a big deal. That is a huge milestone. Well, congratulations on the podium. Congratulations on surviving. Go get something to drink. Go get something to eat. Celebrate this one. I'm sure you're going to feel good on a high for the remainder of the day. Makes you not want to race Detroit for a little bit though. But congratulations on the P3 and congratulations on reaching the 4K plateau.
thank you.
And that is Logan Edwards, a very happy Logan Edwards, as I might add. Justin, I don't know about your race, but our race was very chaotic. No one wanted the lead. No one wanted to get into a podium position. And at times, no one wanted the top 5 and no one wanted the top 10. What was your race like?
Roughly the same, but it was mainly mid-pack shenanigans as usual. For the second year in a row, there was no pile-up lap 1, turn 1. It mainly happened towards the end of the straightaway past turn 2 and a couple of corners later.
3, okay.
Yeah, and then on the other side, before you get to the double right-hander, before you get to the pit straightaway.
Yeah.
I would have qualified, but my gut was telling me that shenanigans are going to run afoul. Such is the case, it did. So, started 25th out of 28 cars. Started from pit road, though, to play it safe. And we came out with an 11th place finish. Clean car. Probably a damaged underwing, though, because letting one of the lead lap cars go by, that bridge going over that little creek past turn 2, I kind of hit it a little too rough, and I thought I exploded the fucking chassis. Pardon my language, but that's literally how loud it was. It was just like, good Lord. Did I break the car?
Sorry, people. Sorry, people. I don't have a beep button.
But in this instance, but yeah, I'm definitely going to go put some ice packs on my wrist. I mean, it's not as bad as Chicago was in 2022, but it's still bad. Other than that, I'm looking forward to a week off to let my wrist recover. And then with the new rules package that we're getting in and finally rain tires, can we put iRacing for at least a few races? Can we at least get rain racing? Because that'll really up the factor on the chaos.
Well, we'll see. We'll ask these next guys how they feel about rain racing coming up. But let's bring in Alex, who finished a second here today. And Alex, it was a pretty rough.
Yeah. Accidental slip of the tongue, but that's literally how I feel right now with how my wrists are. It just hurts. It hurts. Anyways, I'm gonna go find somebody to host. You know what? I'm just gonna go host Belle. I'm gonna go host Belle again. She's running what looks like the GT stuff. The GT Derps, aka GT4 at Watkins Glen. So, with that being said, this race will be saved on my YouTube channel in its entirety. And here we go. That was fun. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. I am going to get myself hydrated again because it is also hot as hell here in Vegas. And I'm going to go, like I said, I'm going to go put some ice packs on my wrists. So until we meet again, see y'all in 2 weeks for Gateway with the new rules package. It's going to be great. Take it easy.